Obama, they actually think we care. I know.
Stores this year. CVS closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600. It's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations. Kroger's grocery store chain shutting down 413 stores. It's not affordable to be in retail anymore. Foot Locker closing 400 stores by 2026. Macy's will close 150 locations by 2026. Walmart, already this year, has closed 6 of its supercenters. While the U.S. Senate has passed nearly $100 billion to send to other countries that Joe Biden just signed yesterday, most can't even find Ukraine or Israel on a freaking map, let alone Taiwan. We're paying money that we don't have as our economy goes down the toilet and American jobs die. Of course, we know we're going to ban TikTok so nobody can talk about it.
I resigned to the fact that the America that I thought I lived in no longer exists. I resigned to the fact that America is heading towards a collapse. And although it's not the type of collapse I envision, it's thorough, it's seen in almost every aspect of society. Culturally, economically, just a thorough collapse. And the American dream is not something that's going to be achievable for most people. We're seeing a great divide between the people who have and the people who don't have. The middle class is shrinking, it's vanishing. I came across an article talking about a infield food pantry in Connecticut. Now, nationwide, about 1 out of 10 American adults are in a household where food sometimes it just isn't enough. 1 out of 10, around 23 million Americans or so, 23 American adults. And in Connecticut, it's around 1 out of 8. And the article talked about how people, before the pandemic, it was a lot of elderly people, a lot of people on limited income, fixed income, but now they have people who are actively working, people in the workforce who are forced to go to food pantries because they can't support themselves, they can't feed themselves because everything just costs so much, everything from car insurance to home insurance. You have people who, they may be dealing with a $1,400 car repair, and I know I had a $2,000 car repair recently, my old vehicle, and then my transmission went out, and that was going to cost another $6,000. It just, stuff like that happens, but like when everything goes up across the board, the average American cannot really afford all that. Articles talk about how people are watching their bank accounts go down and down, and this is happening where our politicians are willing to give $95 billion to Ukraine and Taiwan and Israel for wars, wars that don't even make sense, especially Ukraine. They're losing over there. Why are we spending $60 billion?
The American dream is over. Collapse is incoming. And as you just heard, no future in America, Babylon the Great. We're headed toward being a third world country. Okay? And NATO is on the doorsteps of entering this Ukrainian war. And if they do, Putin has already ordered tactical nukes to the border of Ukraine. So we are here, okay? Armageddon is approaching, World War III. So it's over for Babylon the Great, okay? All right? Judgment is in the earth. Tornadoes and flooding everywhere. If you don't believe in the Bible, guess what? You will, because the more judgments are headed our way. Okay. The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai will make you believe. All right. Because he's known by his judgments. Okay. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Okay, so the prophets of old, they didn't get to see these prophecies, these tokens, these ensigns, okay, be manifest. They didn't get to see that. We are in our time, this generation. Okay. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. And it reads, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And that's the destruction. All right. Okay. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And this peace and safety is what the people's gonna outcry for. They're gonna cry for better conditions. Okay. As you just heard the guy saying, most people can't afford rent, this and that. The outcry is going to bring forth the peace and safety, which is going to be the digital ID and the implant, all right, of Revelation 13:16, all right. But ye brethren, verse 4, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And the Lord is speaking to his elect, because not all of Israel is going to be able to receive this doctrine. Okay, and they're going to go about their way in their normal days in life. They just going to go about life as it is. Okay. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So the Lord has not appointed the elect of Israel, the children of Israel, the 1/3 of all of Israel, to wrath. Okay, they're gonna survive what's coming. Okay, all right. Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore he saith, awake, thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and the Hamashiach shall give thee light. So the Lord is saying here, he's calling for the elect of Israel to wake up, okay, and arise from a dead state spiritually, okay, because most of Israel is in a spiritually dead state, okay. So we of the elect are awake. We know what's going on in the world, and we're seeking the Lord, and we're anticipating the prophecies and the tokens, okay. So wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So in other words, you wouldn't be planning to go to to college for 4 years, plan on advancing yourself in this society if you know that the society is coming to an end. There's not no stock in it. The dollar is gonna crash. Okay. And the economy is in a downward spiral where the economists are calling for a Great Depression. Okay. So you seek the Lord. We're living in those times. The tokens are being brought forth. All right. The prophecies. All right. All right. Verse 15 again. See then that you walk circumspectly, Salakia, looking all around you, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. In verse 17, a very important point. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And the will of the Lord is to destroy Babylon the Great. All right. America, and for Yahushua to take all the crowns of the earth, all the rulerships of the earth, and set up the Israelites in rulership. Okay, that is the will of the Lord. And that is exactly what's going to happen, whether we believe it or not. Okay. All right, let's go to Isaiah 24:4. And it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languishes and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And who did that? That would be your modern day Romans, your Caucasians, the so-called white man. They did that. Okay, they're in rulership today. Okay. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languishes, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceases, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceases. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. So the city of confusion is broken down. That's happening. We're seeing that day by day. Okay, we got train derailments, we got food processing factories closing, we got them calling for lab grown meat that they want to give us, they want to feed us bugs. Okay, they done ran they done had chemical spill, train derailments, and they done ran cargo tanker into Baltimore Bridge, Francis Scott Key. All these things, yes, the city of confusion is broken down. That's Babylon. The city of confusion, that's what Babylon means. Babel means confusion. It is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. All right. There is a crying for wine in the streets. People want answers, but all the joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, because, pretty much America is finished. Okay, that's the bottom line. America is finished. All right. Verse 12, in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as a gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. The vintage is done. That means that it's finalized. Okay. All right. That means that the destruction is final. Okay. And that's what's going to come upon Babylon the Great. All right. Ezekiel 7. Ezekiel 7:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Okay, so that's where we are now, in prophecy. All right, the Lord is bringing forth the judgment. All right. And with that, I say, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. This lesson has been The American Dream is Finished. The American Dream is Finished. Shalom.